Good evening, you're joining me, Lord Effingham Farfar, as I board the Orient Express on my way to Istanbul to solve a murder. Come and join me. It's not really, it's me, the Gadabout dad, pretending to be Lord Effingham, but come with me anyway. I'm here this evening in Cockermouth, in the Lake District, because I'm going with Lord Effingham Farfar to Bassenthwaite train station to take part in a murder mystery aboard the set of Kenneth Branagh's Murder on the Orient Express. Yes, it's actually the set. They parked the set up and we're going to go on that. And I'm staying in the Manor House Hotel, which is just opposite the birthplace of William Wordsworth. I do apologise for the bleeps when you watch this. Anything that we got right, anything that might give the game away, I have kept out. This is a spoiler-free zone. So here's Lord Effingham at Bassenthwaite Lake Station aboard the Orient Express. Just having a quick snifter before we go to dinner. What should I have? It's me, Gadabout Dad. Champagne for everyone. Chin chin. Even lords are poshing, you know. Pate canapes, what? Delicious. More canapes, how you spoil me. Mushroom arancini. With a little bit of champers. Just had a chat with a lovely young lady.
I was immediately decided that I liked you.
Apparently we're here to solve the murder of Sherlock Holmes.
It is with enormous sadness that I must inform you all that my dear friend, Sherlock Holmes, London's only consulting detective, is dead. He's been murdered, ladies and gentlemen. Murdered in his rooms in Baker Street.
Has brought together amateur detectives from around England to solve together the great detective.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly skip the tedious and unnecessary preamble and gravitate towards a point?
We have an evidence file. Lots of information. So much information. So much information. Here are suspects, all the people we saw before.
The murderer is on the train with us now. And every one of you is a suspect.
And I've had 2 glasses of Prosecco. Lord Effingham's never going to solve this crime. There's been a murder. After canapes and a few small drinks, we retired to the dining car. We passed through the sets used in the Murder on the Orient Express, the Kenneth Branagh version. We then sat down for our 3-course meal. So the games have begun, but so is the food. Which should I concentrate on? Well, what more would you expect from the Orient Express? Lovely lamb starter. I think it's a lamb crullette, but who knows? We'll see. Looks delicious though. Looks a little like something out The Exorcist. Delicious. Oh, so delicious.
James Moriarty. I mean, only a criminal as cruel, calculating and cunning could be behind a crime as confounded as this, no?
Dr. Watson, Moriarty died, remember? He went over the Reichenbach Falls with Sherlock.
Now, to be fair, Sherlock survived that fall, so it is entirely possible that Moriarty did as well.
Hardly anything is quite so black and white. Most people, in fact, operate somewhere in the grey. Some 50 shades of it, according to my research, but Sherlock doesn't like it when I talk about that.
I'm telling you, we do not need Sherlock Holmes's help to solve this case because we are going to solve it right now. You might have found lots of other secrets in the evidence.
So much to do.
Well, either side of the law. In fact, he's even made a pass at me on occasion. Not, of course, either of these.
The clues just keep coming. So Is this a red herring? Is this a red herring? Don't know what's happening. We seem to have solved all the clues, but we can't get anywhere. Here's my pork main. Big plate, small portion.
What was that pin that you gave us? Did you give us a pin? Yeah.
The main course was pork cooked 3 ways. This was so tasty and delicious. I really could have had another one, and I could have had another one because it was quite a small portion.
We shall explain, ladies and gentlemen, we've now again reached an interactive part. And so, with bated breath, I once again say we're going to throw it open to you to give us some answers. Now, at this point, we're going to ask you some specific questions. We'd love to hear your theories as to those answers to those questions. There is no shame in being wrong. We'd rather hear a theory than complete silence. Silence means I have to talk more, and trust me, even I get sick of the sound of my own voice. However, it has also become apparent there are some phenomenally competitive people in this room. You know who you are, and a lot of them are on that table right there. So, at this point, we don't want you giving us any extra information beyond the scope of the questions we're asking. If you think you know who the killer is, for example, keep that to yourself. There will be an opportunity to grandstand later on. Right now, we're going to ask you specific questions. We want to know the answers to those questions. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Well done, all 3 of you who realised that was an interactive question.
Okay. Man, wooing him has taken a great deal of time, patience, and dedication. Right from our very first adventure together, he was content to simply refer to me as the woman, and I knew, therefore, even then, that this was a heart that was going to take near surgical precision to crack. And over the course of our time together, he's grown to be, well, more than a pet project.
Spells out. Well done, this team. Boo you.
There was a lot of information after that main course. I've got it sussed. Take a look at my notes. Sure, I'm right. It's been an amazing meal and an amazing night. Best murder mystery I've ever been to. So far. We designed with a luxurious ornate 1920s Art Deco interior and is a reproduction of the actual train, although with slightly enlarged carriage size to accommodate the film cameras. And you see there where Judi Dench sat? That's where I was sat on the evening. I was practically sat on Judi Dench's knee. Lots and lots of desserts. What could be better? Solving the murder, that's what could be better. But we've done that too. Disappointed face. Apple crumble and custard. Ice cream, jam roly-poly. Look how chilled this is. Whoa, coolie. If you love me truly. Sorry, can't help it. How's this for a separated at birth? You lovely boy.
What do you think you're doing, lovely boys?
After dinner, we head back to the salon for final questioning and to give our verdict. It was really interesting being on a film set. It was just something a little bit different. It was very lavish, it was very ornate. And it was lovely to come back and watch the film. And just to be able to say, I was there, I sat there, I moved around there, I had a drink from that bar. It was a really, really interesting experience. So we're back in the salon for final interrogations. We don't have a question because we know who it is. We're having speed interrogation. Everyone's going to come around the table, ask us a question. No, we'll ask them a question, try and find out who it is. I have no questions. What we're going to do? I think it was killed.
Committing 43.
She killed it.
Certainly a little shit.
So think on.
Yeah, regardless of whether she killed Sylvia or not.
Is it possible to kill someone? I am not changing my mind. Yes!
If not, wait until I finish speaking. Let me explain what's going to happen. I want you to nominate one person on your team. That person will be your team's spokesperson. I see lots of people nominating each other. Excellent. When we come to your team, I want your spokesperson to tell me your team name, who you think did it, how it was done, and why. Bear in mind, this is your chance to indulge in your inner detective, so you can give us as long and convoluted an answer as you like, or you can keep it mercifully brief. The choice is entirely yours. Save the limericks. We like to build to those. Let me ask first of all, is anyone supremely confident they have the correct answer?
No.
Yes. Go on. Interesting. Let me see. Take some more time. In which case, we'll start here. So, team name first.
We are the Bacon Feet Irregulars.
The Bacon Feet Irregulars. Glorious. Right, who do we think did it? How and why?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Confirmation over there.
Okay.
He retaliated.
Yeah, he did.
You've got your own cheerleader. Okay. Lovely answer. Round of applause. Well done.
A section in your newspaper article about him. Mycroft did mention she's known for using, but not just her victims, secondary targets, family members.
Bye-bye, Orient Express. Bye-bye. What an absolutely amazing evening that was. So well constructed, so well acted, and so many puzzles. It was a great murder mystery. Coming here to Bathurst to see the highly suspect murder mystery company. Great evening. And I'm not just saying that because I won, but we had a fabulous time. After a fabulous evening, it's time to say goodnight to Sir Effingham Farfar. Oh, that came off quite well. It was me all along. Hello.
It is I, Leclerc.
Great time. If you ever get a chance, go and see the highly suspect murder company. Absolutely amazing murder mysteries. Not to be missed. Bye for now.